Alright, what's up everybody? We are back with a new episode of Arrow. This is Season 3, Episode 6, which is called Guilty. Yeah, so what the hell was that very last scene at the previous episode actually about, right? With Roy, well, basically having this nightmare in which he is the one who killed Sarah. I mean, I wouldn't think for a single second that it was actually him that did it. Although you could also say he might be a potential suspect actually, because Sarah, of course, recognized her killer. That's the interesting part, is that I think, you know, the moment she basically saw that person or whatever, right, she immediately reacted in a way where she seemed familiar with that particular character. Basically being like, why are you here or something, I think she might have said, right? So in that case, I mean, again, like we already established, it has to be somebody that we do, or well, I mean, it doesn't have to be somebody that we know of, but if it's not, at least it's somebody that she knows of already. Does that make sense? And so again, like I've basically been having the theory that it's actually Ra's al Ghul responsible maybe for it, or maybe he sent one of his minions to do it or something, right? Like I think it just has to do with the organization that she herself was a part of. After, of course, I already had suspected Malcolm in the past, but it's become pretty clear that, like, no, he wasn't the one. Again, I don't think that Roy actually is the one, but I wonder, of course, how he's going to, well, you know, what he's going to say about, like, is he going to talk about having this dream with other people? Is he going to genuinely suspect, maybe, that he himself did it, not realizing that it was him or something? You know, maybe it's like a Mirakuru sort of after effect or something, right? Where it's like, oh, he was essentially sleepwalking, and so he might have actually been the one in that case. I mean, I have no idea, man, but these are just kind of the the corners my mind would already be shifting into, I guess, right? In terms of like what could have actually been going on here. Other than that, we of course got a very interesting little look into Felicity's personal life. Not only meeting her mom, but of course also the whole backstory where she was kind of in this group of hackers, right? Dressed as a gothic or whatever. That, you know, that previous boyfriend of hers coming back, Cooper, I think he was called. In the end, also abducting her and her mom, actually, right? Yeah, it was interesting. Like, I didn't actually think we'd be seeing this side of Felicity at any point, although it makes a lot of sense. I mean, really, we had not known anything about her character before all of this at all, right? Like, she just worked for Queen Consolidated, if I remember correctly, at the very start of the show. That was about it, right? She was already, I don't know, I think Oliver was already familiar with her, to be fair. Or, yeah, again, don't quote me on that. Like, I might be misremembering. But at this point, that's the thing, dude. You almost forget, like, how much content is in this universe. Like, we're already a good 50 episodes in, which is crazy for me to think about, because we're only in, like, Season 3 or whatever, right? But all the episodes are, like, an hour long. We've got the Flash simultaneously going on. Also, of course, where at this point of recording, I'm, like, almost done with the 3rd season. So, man, it's, like I said, it's a lot to take in at times, but I'll look forward to diving into this next one and see where it's going to take us. Of course, guys, if you enjoy my reactions to the show, then you'll be able to get early access to the next, bunch of episodes and seasons straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description, so go and check it out. Full-length reactions are also being posted there if you would like to see me react to the episodes in their entirety, and you can also sign up as a free member and watch at least the next episode already right now as well. But with that being said, let's dive into this new episode of Arrow.
Roy, where'd you go? Get your head in the game. We're in position.
So is the clear?
Yeah, no, he'd probably been asking himself that, actually. He might actually, like, genuinely think now that he was the one that killed Sarah.
They all showed up about 30 minutes ago, and they haven't moved from your location.
I've got north entrance, Diggs got south, Roy.
East.
The roof. We're on Overwatch.
The Clippers get their weapons from Nebraska. All military grade.
Dude, I love how every episode just drops us straight into it.
Roof's clear. North's empty, too.
That doesn't make sense. They all showed up half an hour ago and never left. They are in there somewhere.
Yeah, no, roof's clear is also what they said with the Trump assassination. We saw what happened there. Oh, God.
It's at least a few $1 million worth of heroin.
Damn. And a bunch of dead people. Yeah, and well, they kind of got punished, seemingly, huh?
Took Paco.
Whoever did this ignored the drugs, took a gang member.
Yeah, this was personal.
This was personal.
Thank you, Oliver. That's what I was saying.
Whoever did this was trying to send a message.
I think I know what it is.
Guilty. Question is, guilty of what?
The Culebras are the bloodiest gang in Starling.
Who's the second bloodiest?
Culebras have a long-standing rivalry with the Los Halcones. There are only 86,000 Pacos in Starling, give or take 5,000 for a few nicknames.
You know, when we find Paco, he'll be too dead to say anything.
I'm not looking for him. I'm looking for whoever did this. I will handle it.
I mean, so what happened? Like, they stole their drugs maybe or something like that? They got in the way of their competitors' business, I would assume. I mean, they were competitors, so that only makes sense.
You know, we've been waiting here an hour. Where is this guy?
And more importantly, how's he gonna help us find out what this China white person is?
No way.
How is he gonna help us find out what she's doing in Hong Kong?
Yeah, they're still going after her, man. They came, like, I don't know, they gave Oliver that mission, like, I think 2 episodes back already, right?
But he's not a target. Waller doesn't want you to kill him.
That's refreshing.
We used a dead drop. Leave behind information for Chen's network.
Dead drop. Yeah, I feel like, isn't that kind of the same way that usually drug gangs, like, operate and stuff, right? So it's like, this may once again tie in with what we've got going on in the current timeline. Their strategies might come in handy.
What was that? Did he make you?
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, he made him, all right. Oh my god, dude.
He's gone. Where is it? The envelope. You must have stashed it somewhere while you're chasing him.
I didn't see him stash anything.
No.
Yes, you did. You just don't know it yet.
Oh, I guess he should have paid better attention. I honestly thought that chase was also going to last a lot longer, I will say. And I loved it already because it kind of reminded me of, like, you know, Uncharted 3. Had, like, a very similar chase sequence like this through a city and stuff. And I feel like, you know, could easily be inspired by a show like this. Actually, now that I think about it, Uncharted 3 came out before this show did, I think. Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Fighting's about being surprised and not getting rattled. Another lesson then. It's not about you getting knocked to the mat. It's if you get up.
Okay, fine.
That's the real...
Let's go again.
Yep, that's the real question, the real test.
Make sure you get some protein within the hour, right?
Yeah, egg whites.
No. 2 blocks from here. Korean tacos. They're heaven. Come on, I'm by.
Hey, can I...
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I don't know what she was talking about because she said egg whites, so I guess she's just talking about, like, actual eggs, right? But protein powder is nasty as fuck.
You know how to do a blood test, right?
I know just enough to make me dangerous.
Blood test.
I need you to test my blood.
For what?
For Mirakuru.
Check you for traces of Mirakuru. You were cured.
See, he does think that nightmare somehow has to do with the Mirakuru still, huh? Fascinating.
Mirakuru makes people crazy strong and crazy crazy. It doesn't make it hard for them to get 8 hours.
Could you just...
Are you okay? I mean, besides the whole not sleeping thing?
I'm fine. I'm just looking for reasons to help me sleep, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, with all that, like, he must be feeling genuinely scared that he actually might have, like, killed Sarah, right? Like, maybe in, like, a weird trance or something where he was out of it and he, you know, he couldn't even remember that he did until now when he got the nightmare again. I don't think he actually did, though.
I'm looking for a Calibra member named Paco. Emilio? Paco's his street name.
Okay.
Emilio Ortega. Does he have a name? Emilio Ortega.
Pinging his cell's GPS.
Yeah, that's actually a combination of 2 drug dealers in Breaking Bad, but okay. I guess the names are kind of typical. Wow. Oh, okay. Yep, no. He got what was coming for him too. Oh, shit! Right, I didn't realize this was actually at the fucking boxing place, damn.
Why'd you kill all those men?
What the hell are you talking about?
What are you doing?
Get
God.
out of here.
No. Ted didn't do this. Ted's been with me for the past 2 hours. He trained with me, and then we went for dinner. He wasn't here when we left.
Yeah, okay. No, she would have noticed that, so it can't have been him. Why this place, though?
I'm clean?
Your cholesterol is a little high for someone of your age, but absolutely 0 Mirakuru serum.
Thank God.
You're acting like I just told you that the biopsy came back negative. You just had me test your blood for a serum you were cured of 6 months ago. I already knew it was stupid.
I mean, I was gonna say, I don't know if it's any real, like, better news, knowing that it wasn't Mirakuru in that case, right? But I guess it does rule out that, like, again, that he did maybe perform the killing in a trance or something, right? So now it's like just a nightmare.
The reason I haven't been sleeping is because I've been having dreams. It was like I was remembering the time I was out, you know?
What do you remember?
Nothing much, just a feeling of being not me.
Yeah.
Being strong and out of control, but in those dreams, I killed Sarah.
Okay. I genuinely thought he wasn't, like, gonna own up to it. I thought, like, that's the one detail he's gonna hold back just, you know, just to be safe.
I actually remember throwing arrows into her. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Crazy.
Ooh, I don't like that reaction at all, Felicity. What are you thinking?
What's your story with you and this guy anyway?
He's just my trainer.
Who you went to dinner with?
As friends.
Well, we gotta hold him here till the coroner's initial findings come back, and then if they're consistent with his story, we'll cut him loose.
Yeah, no, they're friends for now, but you can already see where that's going. Ooh. Nah. You saw that character she was passing by? I don't know. That seems like born to become a character on the show.
Why would a mass murderer string up a body in his gym?
Ted caters to a pretty rough clientele. He runs afoul of one every now and again. He thinks someone was trying to send him a message.
Who? I want to talk to him. 2 weeks ago, I said I wouldn't train you to fight. Now you have a trainer.
Who's training me to box? To let off some steam. I think I have a pretty good reason to have some.
Nah, why would somebody want to send him a message, though, by killing that random drug dealer guy in his gym? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Plus, that message itself shouldn't be any fucking less or any more comforting. You know what I mean? Like, you're next.
Keep your eyes open with this guy.
He didn't do this.
I mean, Oliver, my guy, this is kind of what you get, though, for not wanting to help her out. You know, you keep doing this. Like, you did it to Thea before. Now you have no choice but to not do it. But still, you've already kind of lost her. It's like the same is happening with Laurel.
I'm concentrating.
Why?
Because I need to remember something.
Try this. Pay attention.
What game is this now? Oh. It's like memory or something?
You need my help. You know I don't like your friend.
I need him to remember what he saw when we captured Chen Na-wei.
All I care about is us getting home.
Then help me. I love you. You know that, right?
How exactly is she supposed to help get Oliver's memory back to make sure they remember where the guy that they chased was supposed to put some intel or whatever?
Oh, come on, you must be cheating.
Plus, it was only a short trail, right? Why are we even, like, back home in the first place? Shouldn't we just be checking everywhere where we, like, ran after him?
Mr. Queen, I will house you, feed you, and clothe you. But my son is off limits.
Fine.
Stay.
What are you doing?
I'm helping you. Now, do exactly as I say.
Oh, God. She's gonna apply some different methods.
The Clavers were armed to the teeth, but the killer, the psycho mass murder guy, never fired a shot. They were beaten to death by brass knuckles. It matches one murder from 6 years ago, same as tonight, Claver drug dealer. Blunt force trauma, consistent with brass knuckles worn by a left-handed assailant.
Let me guess, Ted Wildcat Grant's a lefty.
Well, SCPD never put that together because Ted was never arrested.
So they are actually, okay, so they are actually suspecting him after all, huh? But wait, did I get it correctly? Were they saying that, like, somebody just came in and punched the fuck out of everybody, even though they were all, like, armed? How the fuck is that possible?
You deemed him with a tracer?
Just because Laurel trusts him doesn't mean I have to.
Oh. Who? Oh, no. It's not him, right? Better not. Huh. Yo, did man just leave a personal message for Oliver? Oh, shit. Oh, it is him. He's right here.
Second time I found you the body.
I've never killed anybody. I'm being set up.
I was gonna say though, but like I still had a suspicion that like, yeah, maybe he was just here sort of by accident. But that's crazy, man. He fucking punched him with a boxing glove wrapped around his arrow.
Because I used to be a vigilante.
Oh.
I used to be you.
Oh. Oh shit. Yo, okay, my guy. That kind of makes sense. So this was like his hideout, I guess, huh?
I've never heard of another vigilante in Sterling.
Yeah.
It was 6 years ago.
My guy, you were on the fucking island, remember?
Look, I've never killed anyone.
Except for that drug dealer that you beat to death 6 years ago.
I may have avoided jail, but I have lived with the guilt of that man's death every single day of my life. I gave it all up after that. I locked this place up and I swore I'd never open it again.
Yeah, no, that wow, yeah, that makes perfect sense, right? That it's actually that one event that got him to quit.
Who else knows about the locker?
No one. This is where I kept my supplies. A safe place separate from my day job.
Mine's bigger.
Oh my god. Yeah, my guy, this is not a dick size competition. Come on, man. You know that all of us got a little bit of jealousy here because Laura was involved. Like, that's gotta be the reason why.
Do you know that you're training with a vigilante?
Former, apparently. And no, I didn't.
So you also didn't know that 6 years ago he beat someone to death? How many more reasons am I gonna have to give you before you stay away from this guy?
Yo, Oliver, like, come on, man. You're not making any sense. You yourself have a much higher KD ratio. It's actually kind of perfect that, like, oh, you as a vigilante didn't want to train her, and now she's still getting trained by a vigilante.
The guy from your storage unit. He has no criminal record. He was a magician.
Culebra Cartel, magician's assistant. What's the connection?
The rack was at the Zanzibar. The Zanzibar is where the drug dealer was murdered.
You mean the person you beat to death?
Whoever's doing this is leaving me a trail to follow.
Then we follow it.
How do you two know each other?
Long story.
We're used to date.
Oh god. Oh, you're really gonna sprinkle in a little bit of the truth there, huh? How is it actually that, like, my guy got found out about his identity?
You cannot be serious.
I am not on your team. I don't work for you.
Exactly. You're untrained.
Oh, whose fault is that?
Yeah.
What's driving you?
I told him that Sarah's gone.
But does he know that you want to follow in her footsteps? Playing a very dangerous game, Laurel.
I can handle it.
I mean, you know, that's a fair enough argument, right? It's like, okay, with that knowledge, maybe he wouldn't have actually trained her after all. I'll give Oliver that. Other than that, honestly, I find myself being Team Laurel again all the way.
Suit up. He wants us to provide backup.
Roy can't go. I need to talk to you about something important.
I'll take care of it.
You know what this is about, Roy. You know what she's going to refer to here once again. What has she figured out?
Before we buried Sarah, I scanned her body using portable magnetic resonance imaging.
Oh, no. So you're really starting to freak me out.
Oh, no.
It's not as good as a regular autopsy, but like when I can use it to determine things an autopsy would, like angle of attack, trajectory, and the force of the arrow.
Oh, let me guess. She's actually figured out that the arrows were, like, thrown into her, actually, huh?
What if there was some residual Mirakuru in your system? It would explain the forensic.
But you said that I tested negative for Mirakuru.
There isn't any in your blood today.
Oh, but what about then?
One last Mirakuru episode burned out any remnants in your system.
Exactly, like it could have happened back then still, I guess, huh? That's what she's saying. I mean, it drives me once again into so many possible theories. That, like, remember how I brought up that, like, one character I could think about that it could also have been was Slade, actually, right? Although that would be weird because we just locked him up by the end of last season, and I don't expect him to like come back that soon or something, right? But this would add up with that, like, oh, Mirakuru is involved. Oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, what if it actually is? Yeah, I my other suspect is obviously Ra's al Ghul, but I don't think he had. Well, yeah, I don't know. He wouldn't have any reason to, for it to be tied to Mirakuru at least. So I don't know. I'd have to think some more about it. Still, I mean, another question to ask is like, why is Roy then somehow? Is it just convenient that he's been getting the nightmares if it's not him? Is it just convenience and that he somehow even managed to give us additional insight into like how the murder was committed? Man, too much.
You mean me killing Sarah?
It better not be. There she is again. That's the red-headed girl that I specifically, like, pointed at literally earlier in the episode, being like, oh, she's gonna play a role, no doubt. She was there at the crime scene, right? So it's like, oh, it's probably her.
Hello, Ted. I see you got my message.
Damn.
Brass knuckles. I never knew why we couldn't just use a gun the way they did.
Because we're better than they are. At least we're supposed to be.
SCPD! Ted Grant, you are under arrest for
God
multiple counts of
damn.
homicide.
Police showing up now too? What the fuck is going on?
I saw the person who's doing this.
Who's it?
He was wearing Ted's old gear, full face mask. Let's go.
Nah, there's still some element here, right? Like, we keep seeing that woman in the back. I don't know. I mean, it can't just be me that's, you know, noticing it.
Oh, Laurel, what's up? I need to tell you something.
Oh, God. He's gonna flat out say, I killed Sarah.
I killed Sarah.
This, oh my God, dude.
Roy had no memory of the attack. No real memory, at least, but he's been recalling fragments of his Mirakuru exposure last year. Suppressed memories often resurface in dreams.
You're still just making that assumption, though. I mean, I get that things are looking pretty damn likely right now, but there's gotta be more to it.
I thought he was cured.
What we know about Mirakuru is vastly outweighed by the things we don't know.
What does that even mean? That Roy killed my sister and it's not his fault?
I mean, yeah.
The arrows that killed Sarah, we pulled DNA off of them, didn't we?
I tested it against the sample of Roy's blood. It was the first thing I did. The results were inconclusive. I can't process this, right?
I mean, you know, this is very unsatisfying. I get that. Plus, it's like Laurel's not, like, she's no longer going to be interested in, you know, training to become a vigilante herself or something, right? Like, she's going to have no motivation anymore whatsoever to get revenge on the killer. Because guess what? The killer was Roy in that case. But I still don't buy that, by the way. I think it's just going to be temporary. It's probably going to take a bit before they find out that there was more to it after all. But yeah, man, I mean, you don't want that to be the case. You don't want it to be like some episode and it to basically be a massive accident. Like, that's wildly unsatisfying. I mean, you know, she wants her revenge.
How sure are you?
There's other forensic evidence. It sounds incriminating.
I know.
That and his trouble sleeping started right when Sarah was killed.
Yep. No, but are we saying in that case that, like, the Mirakuru somehow connects people? You know what I mean? Like, oh, one person gets injected by it, another person does, and they somehow share this, like, weird connection now or something where he can literally get these nightmares, you know, showing him somebody else that performed the killing who also had Mirakuru in their system or so. I don't know.
My husband says you're having problems remembering what you saw earlier today.
I didn't see anything.
You see and hear far more than you think. You saw something, but your head is too busy. You need to quiet it. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth.
We're gonna do the Wim Hof method now.
You're floating in nothingness. Any thoughts you have are clouds.
Yep, there we go. I figured it had to do with those crates that he yeah, like, tumbled over or whatever.
I remember.
Question is it still gonna be there? You know, could have easily been picked up by somebody else now.
Murders. 17, counting the one from 6 years ago. That's more than the Son of Sam. Probably worth the miniseries, huh? Maybe a book.
Maybe there's a Netflix series actually to be found about that too then.
60 years ago, the Culebras ran the Glades. I thought it'd be a good idea for families to be able to live there without worrying about their kids getting shot.
You became a vigilante. And what about Stansler?
You know the guy that Errol's been running around with lately? The one in red?
Oh yeah, I know him.
Stansler was my guy in red. I guess you can call him my apprentice.
Yeah, like your partner or whatever, right? Well, maybe not 50-50 partner if you get what I'm saying, but more like, yeah, apprentice, like his, or what do you call it?
One night, we decided to go after this drug dealer that was pushing crank near the school. We tracked him all the way to this nightclub. Isaac got to him first.
That murder from 6 years ago, that wasn't you. That was him.
Yeah, okay.
I hung it up after that.
And what about Stansler?
I don't get it. Like what? He's holding you accountable for what he maybe, like, had to do? He never wanted it?
Oliver, let me go after Roy. We can't leave him running around.
So you bring him in, then what?
Oliver, this crusade of ours is supposed to be about justice. So if that's supposed to mean something, we can't have two sets of rules. And maybe it's time for you to cut him loose.
Are you telling me to abandon him?
Damn.
Yes, Oliver. If that's what it takes to find justice for Sarah.
Ooh. Yeah, they're essentially asking the same thing of Oliver than Ted basically did to his guy, I guess, right? Cutting him loose after that happened. Ah, great to once again see the contrast there or whatever, where it's like, you know, Oliver is going to make a different choice in that case, and he won't, you know, he would never do something like that. He would never just abandon somebody.
I'm almost afraid to think of what he might try to do next.
What I should have done from the start.
Damn.
After you abandoned me, the Culebra found me. They wanted payback for the man they lost.
Isaac, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. Come on, let's talk about this.
He might be done for, man.
You so strung him up in that nightclub.
You taught me that there are no innocents when
Oh,
you
boy.
abandoned me to the Culebras. And then when things got tough, when I really needed you, you weren't there.
911. Calling now.
I was just a kid, okay? You were supposed to know better.
We're headed north on Route 17.
Keep that line open.
I think I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, this is the kind of instance where preferably we had somebody with ultra speed.
Don't stop!
Oh. Yo. Oh, that's Diggle. I was gonna say. Yo. The front wheelie? Oh shit! Yeah, good luck catching up now.
Go, 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 go!
Damn, man. Oh! Holy fuck! Great job, Laurel! God damn. Yo, she knocked herself and Dad out.
Get the roll.
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I misinterpreted the whole thing. Wait, huh? Did she... did she get Ted out the car that way? Oh, I guess she purposefully tried to get him out of the car that way so that this dude who was in the back, yeah, she could oh my god, she could just ram into it and basically get them both, well, honestly, like potentially kill the both of them, no? Well, I guess it was more like trying to get them both unconscious so that he at least was dismantled that way too. Of course, the explosion.
He's using you. You're not a human being to him. And the second you do something wrong, he will abandon you.
Yeah, no, he's different. Thankfully he is.
I'm not you.
Yeah, and Oliver's not dead.
If she stops coming, that's fine.
She'll stop coming.
You know, you did me a solid, so let me repay you with a little hard-won advice. Learn from my mistake. This playing judge and jury, it messes with people's heads. It messed with Isaac's. I just waited till it was too late to cut him loose. Don't make the same mistake with that kid you're running around with.
I mean, Oliver's already had old friends chasing him down, actually. That happened just last season.
Ted, your mistake wasn't cutting him loose. It was losing faith in him.
No, by the end there, you also wanted to kill Slade. Because there was no other option.
When I said I wouldn't train you, I was trying to protect you.
I know you're trying to protect me, Ollie, but I'm not helpless.
I've never seen you that way. It's not because I think you're helpless. It's because I care about you.
Oh boy. Right choice of words, but also kind of wrong choice of words. You know why I'm saying that.
What about Roy?
Do you trust me? I'm gonna miss this. I feel like I was just starting to get good at it.
Nah, so Oliver is basically thinking of just keeping him on the job, I guess. I don't know. I wonder if Oliver himself actually has suspicions that Roy could in fact have not been the one responsible, regardless. Just a gut feeling, maybe, you know?
I don't know why you would ever let me suit up after what I did. Doesn't matter anyway, because I'm gonna be turning myself in.
Damn.
Okay.
I mean, they're still gonna have to prove it, though, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think anybody can prove this thing. That's the problem.
There's something you need to know, Roy. Something that your mind has been trying to tell you. I think it best if you help me let it.
With a candle.
Wait, he's gonna pull the same fucking technique now to make him dig into his memory or whatever, right? To determine where he was actually at that time. Yeah, that's actually a good question. Like, what does Roy think in terms of where he actually was while Sarah got killed? Because surely, at the time, he must have had an alibi for it, no?
And focus on your breathing.
The only thing that exists is your breath.
Now your thoughts are like clouds. Drift away.
Oh, wait. No, Wait. Why is he stabbing like a cop now or something? What the fuck is this?
Let go, Roy.
It's like a different... What the fuck? It's like a different memory now. I don't get it. Was it specifically actually like Quentin that he stabbed? I don't know.
I killed him. Police officer, why didn't you tell me?
Because you were overdosed on Mirakuru, and Felicity told me you had the dream that you killed Sarah, and I realized.
It was a memory.
I think because of the way Sarah was murdered, the fact they used arrows brought it to the surface.
Oh, shit! So Oliver knew all along, actually, that that's just what it was. That's why he got those particular visions. It was actually something that happened just to a different person. Damn, so now it's still, like, back to square one.
But I am a murderer. I just need to be alone for a while.
Yeah, that's still not making things any better.
What kind of a message is this?
Have you ever heard of steganography?
Is that the dinosaur with the plates on its back?
It's the art of concealing a message within another message.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that, though.
Li Quan Hui. Who's that?
I do not know.
What the fuck? So that's like buried in the pixels somehow?
It worked. Thank you.
There's only one thing I want from you. Get out of our lives as soon as possible.
I mean, believe me, he would want to. He doesn't really have much of a choice himself, does he?
I saw what needed to be done, and I did it. Because you taught me.
I just been teaching you how to throw a proper jab.
I want you to give me the tools to avenge my sister's death. I want you to teach me to get justice outside of a courtroom.
I took on an apprentice once. That didn't work out so good.
Yeah, okay, so even if it's not like direct justice anymore for Laurel, I mean, she's not been told yet about any of this Roy stuff, I would assume, right?
It's not about how you get knocked down to the mat. It's about whether you get up.
Learn from the best. Oh. Oh, why? Oh, wait!
Who the hell are you?
Fascinating.
I'm Cupid. Stupid.
Ah, dude, she was a character after all. Thank God I wasn't a fucking idiot, because that's definitely how I felt at this point. I'm like, I noticed it twice. So, like, she stood out so much. You know what I mean? Even though she wasn't supposed to. And I'm like, damn, that like, didn't lead anywhere, but I guess it did. Alright, guys. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell, and of course, you can get early access to the next bunch of episodes straight away over on my Patreon page, which is going to be linked on top of the description. Go and check it out. You can also sign up as a free member and watch the next episode right now. So, I'll see you there.